Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Sunday, March 8th, 2020. About 1:30 in the afternoon, and I just got done leaving my friends over here. Spent a nice, good, long morning with the gentleman, and had to leave them because 1 o'clock the library opens, and my poor boys. They got to go in and take care of their business. And I brought them some much needed socks and what little supplies I have left for them. Still got a big pack of socks. I'm just glad I bought those socks when they were clearing. I bought quite a bit of, I bought like 3 or 4 huge packs of Hanes and Fruit of the Loom socks that were clearanced out from last year, from actually around November, December. I had the opportunity to get them while I could, because otherwise, big pack of socks are like $20, and can't afford $20. So I got them, maybe about a quarter of the price clearance out. So. And they were happy to see me. I'm always happy to see them. I worry about them. Wish I could do more, but without overextending myself and putting myself in jeopardy. And they know when they don't follow my channel, but and there's no need to. They got the real thing. Why watch my channel when, they can hear it straight from the horse's mouth, as it would be. But yeah, they're doing good. My one buddy's still waiting for his housing. I think he's getting overlooked. My other one buddy actually has a couple of places. He looked at the place in Compton. He's got a bit of a social anxiety thing, and they wanted to move him in with 8 other people, and he wouldn't have that. Man, just he'll have a conniption fit. So he's like, no way. And it was in Compton, and that wasn't the issue. He would have moved there, but just the fact that it was with so many people, and he's about, I'd say, almost 10 years older than me. About 10, my senior, and yeah, I know him all too well. He just he doesn't go out in crowds anyway. So, but he says there's 3 places: one in Monrovia, one in Alhambra, and one in Rosemead that I think he's got an appointment to go look at this coming week. So. Hoping for the best for him, and I just want these guys to get off the street, because it is really getting bad here in Pasadena, and especially Skid Row. A lot of the homeless people are leaving Skid Row, and they're kind of making their way out here in the San Gabriel area, where it's a little bit more safer, a lot more open, but folks around the San Gabriel area just don't want to have anything to do with it. The NIMBYs, if you will. And I can understand, and especially since there's actually kind of a situation of, in some sections of Skid Row, typhoid. So, yeah, there's a lot of nastiness. That's another reason why they say that we are a third world country. It is. We got a lot of stuff that's run amok there. So, and given the conditions, and it's just a whole serious matter. It's definitely not a. Let's just tell you, it's something that needs to be looked at. Really, and the housing situation that they want to build, the housing situation. The last price that I heard quoted for housing one individual for building just one unit of an apartment or whatever is at the value of $670,000. That's outrageous. Now LA County's got a lot of land spread out through the county. That's not the problem. It's the building. It's the cost. So that's too much. There are other alternative measures that could be done to get people off the street immediately, and more like kind of a tent situation. So actually you can house a homeless person for about literally a fraction of the price. I forgot what it was, but it's $670,000. These developers are just asking too much, and I feel they're taking advantage of it. Greed. So I guess LA is getting money reissued, reallocated to them, but this time the government is giving them a time, so if it's not utilized, they have to immediately give the money back, and that's basically the way they should be, because a lot of the money is being spent on focus groups, study groups, and it's like, why? We already know what the problem is. The problem has already been addressed a long time ago. Just, you got the land, now just build it. So, that's the way it is. But I was happy to see them. They were happy to see me, and it just feels good to be with them. And my one buddy gave me $5 to put on my tap card. He's like, "Do you need more money?" I go, No. I'm fine. I'm cool. Don't worry about it. Be back next week. So, folks have great comments. Thank you so much for your comments and questions. One question was, one second please, my arm's getting really tired here. Question was, Charlie, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but how is it that you could afford going to Universal Studios? That's an honest question, fair enough question. It deserves to be answered. Last year when the hours were good at work, I had an opportunity to buy a season pass. And for California residents, it was a discounted price, so, and only available online. So, I think Disney's the one that started it, but you can buy a pass or whatever it is on a program called FlexPay on a debit card system. So you make an initial payment, and then the rest of the purchase is done over time on monthly payments. It's the only way that I was able to do it, and it was a really good value. And I had the money, I had the funds, I was doing okay. And just like when I was working at Burbank, training in Burbank for Target, before child support came into play, about my PlayStation 4, and that was a debate, and I did that just because I knew that I would have been able to, and I got it on sale, and actually it hasn't, even for the PlayStation 4 now, it hasn't even come down at that price. I've had that for 2 years. So this, I bought it, and every month I pay off the pass. They take it out of that, or else otherwise I couldn't. So, and it expires in July, so I got an email to get another pass for a discounted price. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'd like to, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It's not an urgent thing. I have a lot of other priorities for that. If I do, I do. If I can't, I am most certainly not gonna get it. I can't overextend myself on that either. So, I'll just go without. There's no big loss. Bought it last July, so, and it expires in July. So, I got a few more months of enjoyment. And with this whole coronavirus, as you folks saw, that park is empty, so that's to answer that question. And the other one, Charlie, you ever think about doing dating sites? Yeah, actually, I have. I mean, when I was homeless, I was on dating sites, and I was doing what I was doing. Henceforth, I just yeah went on a couple of dates. My profile was as honest as could be. Had my situation right there on my bio, on my profile, and some lady said, "Well, good luck with that." I mean, a lot of curious ladies were out there and asking questions, and actually went on a few dates with that. It was a pleasant date. It was just nice to be able to get out of there, and they're like, "Oh my God, I never would have pegged you for a homeless person. You just don't have that persona." I guess whatever the persona is, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was actually no, it's 4 dates, but yeah, yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, right now, I find that if I'm looking for a relationship, I guess I just don't end up with the right type of person. I don't know. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not actively looking. It's in the hands of fate. If I find someone, I find someone. But I'm not really. I mean, I'm open to it, definitely, but I'm not actively looking per se. So yeah, that's it. 2 good questions. Yeah, answers. So questions you want to ask that you don't want posted, just email me. It's no big deal. I do my best to remain as open and as honest with you folks as I can. I wouldn't have any other way, and I think clarity is of the utmost important thing with people, especially with corporations. You want to know exactly what their purpose is and where they're coming from and what they're doing. So yeah, I think that's one thing that we most certainly forget in this day of age is honesty. I try to be honest with you folks as much as I can without getting too personal. I mean, within fine details, yeah, but in general, yeah. I don't know about my education, my life, my lifestyle. I brought you into my bedroom, my home. You basically know about my finances. So, yeah, and I have no problem with that. I actually find it quite relieving. It's nice. That way I don't have to go, oh, well, yeah, just, about that, and scratch head. Well, it's like this, and it's like that, and blah, 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 blah. So, I think it's just best to be as open and frank. We used to be a society that we were pretty much honest, but I think sometime during, I don't know, the late 90s into the millennia, somehow we lost our way. And I think the internet has a lot to do with it. From my point of view, we go online, do secretive things behind each other's backs, lock our phones to keep our significant others out of. And yeah, it's just not cool. I think the last thing you need to do is keep things away from your significant other, especially your family. Well, I keep it locked up because of work and everything. No, I understand that, yeah, but I think maybe your significant should be able to get into your phone if need be. That's like when Holly and I, when we were homeless, when we came back to California, and we lost the truck. when we bought a new car, the car was in both our names because just in case, heaven forbid, one of us ended up in jail or gravely ill in the hospital, and we need to get rid of the vehicle for finance purposes, or heaven forbid again, bailout money. We gotta have no problem in getting the second signature to sell said vehicle, so it's just easier for things, And then when you get questioned by your significant other and you're having to do the head scratching and do the yeah, that doesn't sit well with me. I don't like that. First marriage was kind of like that, secretive on both parts, and that actually added to the demise also, especially amongst post 9/11 and the economy and losing that great job at Warzala Publishing. God, that was the last job in the printing industry, working at Warzala Publishing in Stevens Point. That was a fun job. I actually thought we were going to be there for the rest of our lives, until we grow old, and especially with our son being born. But that was a self-employed owned company, and 49 of us got laid off. Just about 3 people short of a mass layoff, so they didn't have to pay the insurance and all this other stuff. And I remember people that had been there for decades, Oh, they're never going to get rid of me. I've been here for 30 years, and they're offering great incentive packages, and they were in doubt. They can't get rid of me. I've been here the longest. And sure enough, every other week, the incentives were becoming less and less, and some of them took it. Those that were hanging on to the very end lost their shirts and ended up having to take the breadcrumbs at the last that they were taking, or that they were offering. So, yeah. Honesty. Very important. Especially me being on YouTube. You second guess or you question who you are watching, what their intents are, what their purpose is, and really are they like that? Well, I am. I mean, yeah, Short of telling you what time my bathroom schedule is, or how many times I got to go to the bathroom, or anything other than that. But all's good in the world right now. Fair, not good, but I have, actually this morning the weather's been kind of iffy. If you can look up in the clouds, we were supposed to get some rain that was supposed to roll in last night, but thank goodness for the homeless folks out here, especially my boys, it didn't come to pass. But I think it's coming in Monday evening through Tuesday morning, so, which is fine because I don't go back to work until Tuesday. I think Tuesday's going to be a long day. I got to check my schedule. I think that is an extraordinarily fantastic long day. I think I'm 7 or 8 hours that day, and the rest of the week is like 4 hours. But yeah, it helps. It's not for the greatest, but it helps. And then we got the whole Corona thing going on. My buddies are not worried. They're just not worried in the homeless sector. Not really. I mean, you see some homeless people donning masks and carrying the Purell and everything. But honestly, I mean, I'm cautious. I'm careful, but how much more precautions can I take? I definitely have though reassessed the whole working on in the hospital sector, especially amidst this whole situation. Yeah, I'm not going to go into working in housekeeping, hotel, in hospitality, hotel, or anything like that. Nah. I did think about going to Universal Studios for a job, but I was on there yesterday, and everything right now says seasonal. They're not very descriptive on what seasonal is. So seasonal to me is, seasonal is like part-time, just for a short extended time, or on a on-call basis. And I can't work on-call basis because I'm kind of like that already, though nobody really calls unless they need coverage for some time in the week, or someone called in or whatever. So I can't be in an on-call situation like that. That'd be like working for the Rose Bowl. Working at the Rose Bowl is definitely an on-call situation. I can't work like that. I can't live like that. My bills and my rent and everything else is too dependent on at least some sort of where I know I'm going to go to work at least 3 or 4 days of work, even if it's 4 1/4 hour a day. So instead of having to work maybe 2 days this week and not work, that's like working for Manpower. And I did that when I was in Vegas, when I was first homeless. And I can't do that. I cannot jeopardize myself at that. I will most surely end up homeless again. So I can't do that. And I'm too old to be able to. I mean, maybe if I was younger, yeah, I could do that, no big deal. But yeah, I definitely do not want to get back on GR or food stamps or anything like that. Even my friends are like, "Why don't you go try and do the food stamps?" I go, "No, I did that a week after I moved in, and I had the job with Target. Yeah, I canceled all that stuff and had $60 left on my EBT card and used that up. And to me, that's for Charlie, that's too much of a crutch, and I cannot go depend on that. So no. And the Universal Studios video, I apologize of that. That video was actually supposed to be about an hour. It was about 56 minutes long. There was a lot more stuff. It ended, I think it ended right about at the Flight of the Gryffindor, the roller coaster. I don't think you guys don't recall if you guys got to see me ride on the roller coaster, but I had so much more. I had updates on Nintendo Land and how I got to ride on the Mummy. I mean, like I also was showing how they're doing the update and the construction on Jurassic World. The whole ride is empty and everything, and it was just fantastic. And the laptop, she is dying. It just, and I've defragmented, I've optimized, my virus software is up to date, everything. She is just, she's just dying. And when that is not running right, my Sony editor is not running, so it finished at like 30 minutes and something seconds, and the rest just disappeared. And I don't know how I'm gonna be able to continue with that. So I'm just gonna do the best I can with that, until a stroke of luck or something. I don't know, but I cannot afford a new laptop, and I mean, I'm lucky enough that I've had this one for as long as I've had it, and through being homeless and everything, it's performed well, but it's she's not doing well, and this phone's pooping out too, and this phone too is pooping out. So all the money is just I need about, like, I don't know, $3,000 just to be able to get a new laptop, get a new phone. And I'm not really going to worry too much about getting a camera. My Nikon, I can't use the Nikon really in the evening because the sensor in the camera just doesn't work well. It's kind of burned out, so it doesn't focus on lighting. When it comes to lighting at night, it just blurs really bad. Even in the daytime, it doesn't really respond too well on the focusing. So yeah, there's 12-year-old YouTubers out there that have better equipment, than I do, and I'm thinking, my God. And another question is, am I monetized? Yeah, I'm monetized, but I haven't seen the revenue, and I tried to click on, and still the numbers are processing, the data's processing. I think I'm up to 11 and change, 12 and change on revenues. They up their, the algorithms or whatever. YouTube is already getting rid of the old editor. They're bringing a new editor with new things, and they keep changing the game up and everything. So yeah, it just, there's another area of difficulty for me to edit film and upload video and everything. So it's just one thing or another. So just try to jump over these hurdles that keep coming across. That's all I can do. Sorry, I had to wait for the car to get. I didn't want to get another copy strike. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I was really bummed because when it processed the video and it said end video, everything from where you load the media to edit your film just disappeared, and it lost everything. So yeah, it was great. I worked so hard on it. But what are you gonna do, right? I just need a good scratcher, just one good $10,000 scratcher, and I'll be copacetic on that. Get a new phone, get my phone service back on with T-Mobile, and get a laptop, and renew my antivirus, and I'll be good as golden. That's all I want. So that's all I need, really. All right, my friends.
And I was very much.
I'm going to end it here. I'm going to head back, go home, chill out, and see about the rain coming in tonight. I'm going to go to the Salvation Army tomorrow. Go get my clothing voucher for the Salvation Army store, and go get some more food and what have you. Probably, possibly, I don't know. Stop off at Methodist Church and see what they have, because they do food there and breakfast on Monday mornings. They have a meal. They have a feeding there at not the Methodist, at All Saints Church. So we'll see, and I shall talk to you tomorrow. Until then, so you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, and what's going on. And I had a good visit with my friends and brought them some socks and a little bit of supplies. And yeah. Oh, another question was, Charlie, how come you don't say hit the subscribe or bell notification on the beginning? Because I don't want to be presumptuous on that end. I want you to get to know me, see what I'm about, see what I'm doing, and if you like it, then hit the subscribe or like. And then comments, as always, comments. But I don't want to be, hey, welcome back, it's Charlie. If you like this video, hit the subscribe, there's a button. No. Wait till you see me, get to know me, and then determine whether, see again, it's all just being honest with you folks, that's you wouldn't want anything less from your friends or neighbors or whatever, or certainly the community. So I'm not going to shortchange you on that. So it's for you to decide and whatever. And again, comments, please. Comments. If you don't want those comments posted, email me. Any questions, whatever, if I can address and answer you. Yeah, definitely. All right. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Be mindful about this whole situation. Let's not panic. The stock market, I don't know, we closed in the negative really bad. So be mindful where you are, and just be smart about it. Let's not get angry and anything. I love you all.